Hi everyone, this is me, Jyotika Bedi, founder of Happiness is Love. We make relationships better. We are a support group for parents, teachers, professionals, teenagers, everyone to come together, connect, create more understanding, empathy, and joy. And hashtag together we are better. Today, I am very excited to talk about our relationship skills series. When I was making this video, and I was thinking about making this video, I asked myself, we are taught math and science in school, which is important. However, equally important are relationship skills, interpersonal skills, positive work skills, self-management skills that we are not taught. There is no manual, there is no guide that can teach me how to be a healthy communicator, a communicator with empathy and understanding, an authentic leader basically. So this series is primarily on understanding and developing relationship skills. Relationship skills are the ability to establish and maintain happy, healthy, and rewarding relationships so that we can grow as individuals, as couples, as a family, in the workforce. And this includes learning communication skills, listening skills, conflict resolution skills. Again, like I said, we are not taught. Relationships, I always say, are complicated because we are complicated. However, what are the skills that I need to develop so that I can have more healthy relationships? Why do relationship skills really matter? And how do I build these relationship skills so that I can be more at peace and I can build better relationships? Because if you look around us, and science is saying it, psychology is saying it, research is saying it, the greatest source of our happiness are our quality of relationships. So if you were to ask me what are relationship skills, these are set of skills that help you form strong connections. When we have deep, meaningful connections with others, people would want to spend time with you. People would enjoy your company. And these are critical for success in life, love, parenting, and at work. So the next question would be, why is it important to build these relationship skills? When you have relationship skills, you can easily invest in your happiness. I believe that the best life insurance is investing in our relationships because our strong connections are good for our health. And now we've all learned this. We've learned the importance of human connections because we are not hardwired for isolation. We are hardwired for love and connection. So as a parent, I want you to ask yourself, or as a partner or as a professional, ask yourself, can I express my negative feelings constructively? Am I able to communicate with my child or my partner, or if I'm a professional at work, my feelings, my wants, my needs directly, clearly, freely, honestly, and respectfully? Do I communicate with love, understanding, and harmony? Am I able to ask for what I want by making a request for things that I want without being commanding, demanding, ordering, or complaining? We all are guilty of this, but the question really is, am I investing in my learning and growth? Do I have mutual respect for people around me? Am I willing to challenge my core beliefs and assumptions about myself and my world that may not be serving me? These questions, I believe, are the great litmus test for you to determine what kind of relationships you enjoy. So just to give you an example from my own personal life, what relationship skills I have developed, because these are the ones that are helping me in my personal life, in my professional life, and I love to share with all of you. So I believe that communication is the lifeblood in any relationship. And if I look back 10 years ago, I was very curious. I wanted to really learn and build healthy communication skills so that I could be that communicator that people enjoy speaking with. And I'm able to clearly express my emotions, my wants, my needs, my thoughts, my expectations in the most straightforward and honest manner. For this, I needed to invest in my learning and development. And you will realize that magic happens when you look within and ask yourself, what is my communication style? What is my leadership style? Is this really serving me or helping me? I think I need to build more skills so that I can be an effective communicator. I then started with a personal audit, like a self-audit. I asked people around me, from my husband, my children, my parents, my co-workers, give me feedback. I want to learn how to be an effective communicator, and that responsibility is mine. And that's why we do this kind of work, because we are all work and learn. I then also realized that I need to learn to be an active listener, because communication is not just about talking, it's also largely about listening. Being willing to listen to what the other person is saying without interruption, without reaction or judgment. And we all use this word very liberally, to listen with empathy, but what does it really mean? So I went out on this journey to really learn these skills so that I can learn to regulate my emotions. I am able to cope with emotional stress and distress from learning how to deal with my anger, my anxiety, and my sadness in a healthy manner. And believe me, we all can. And we're not alone. We're in this journey together so that we can build a better future generation. See, when you are calm and centered within, and you have done the work to invest in your growth and development, you will see that you will move forward in the most effective manner in your life. And you will start to thrive as a parent, as a professional, as a partner, in your personal health and happiness. So I'm here to share with you universal rules for communication to help you improve your relationships. Good communication is an important part of all our relationships. In fact, an essential part of any relationship. But again, we need to learn how to navigate the ups and downs so that we can learn the tools, the techniques on what does it mean to have healthy communication style so that I can deal with conflict in a positive manner and build stronger partnerships. We often hear that important communication is, like I said, the lifeblood, but what does it really entail? How can I really use the techniques in my everyday interaction? So by definition, communication is really the transfer of information from one to another. In relationships, communication allows us to explain what I am experiencing, what I want, what I need. And the act of communication not only helps you meet your need, but it also helps the other's need to be met as well, so that you feel connected. Communicating clearly in our relationships is key. I work with so many families, so many individuals, and in my personal counseling sessions, I have realized that people struggle with this thing mostly, where they're not able to express themselves clearly. They're not able to talk to each other. One is speaking German, the other one is speaking French, and guess what happens? No matter how well you know and love each other, you cannot read your partner's mind or your child's mind or your co-worker's mind. We need to communicate clearly to avoid misunderstanding so that we can lessen the hurt, the anger, the resentment, and the confusion. Because it takes two people to have a relationship. It's You, it's me, and the relationship. And it's really a growing, it's an organism that needs to be nurtured, that needs to be watered. You need to weed out the negativity, and that responsibility is yours and mine, so that we learn our different communication styles. We need to find out which communication style is actually healthy and suits my relationship. It requires practice, it requires daily commitment, it requires hard work. And I always say that love is conscious effort. Love is a verb, it's a doing word. And we all can learn this skill to start with loving ourselves first and loving others. So be clear when you're communicating so that your message is received well. As the communicator, it is your prime responsibility. If I am communicating something to you, I have to make sure that you have understood my message. Double check so that whatever you're trying to express is well received and understood. When you talk to your partner, for instance, and I'll give you an example from my personal life, set aside time to talk without distraction, without interruption, so that this phone of ours, which is the biggest distractor, sends out message to our partner. If I am talking to you while I'm messaging, or I'm listening to you by saying, yeah, I'm listening to you, what message am I sending? I'm sending a message that what you're saying is not important. So make sure you keep the distractions out of the way. You think about what you have to say. I always tell people, think before you think. Think about what you have to express to the other person so that the other person is receptive. Make sure the timing is right. When you want to share something that has hurt you or something that has upset you, make sure the other person's timing is also right so that the person is receptive. And then it is your responsibility to frame what you have said, what you're going to say in an appropriate manner so that it is understood by the other. Make sure your message is clear, it's accurate, and again, it is your responsibility to choose your word right. And I can help you with the script. We've made many videos about assertive communication, which basically means asking for what you want, what you need, what you feel by using I statements. I feel, I need, I want, instead of you don't do this, or you never did that, or you always do this. When we come from a place of you statement, it's like an attack. The other person will feel defensive because you are not coming from a place of owning your feelings. I feel sad when you speak to me in a disrespectful tone. I need you to communicate with more awareness. I feel happy when we communicate more effectively. Make sure that when you are communicating your feelings, you have to own them by using I messages. We have made many videos around it. Feel free to revisit our videos and learn the tools and the techniques so that you are heard and you hear the other person as well. You are understood and so is the other. This is what healthy boundaries is all about, that I express my expectation, my thoughts, my feelings, and at the same time respect the others. So accept responsibility for your own feelings. Listen to the other. We are too quick to react. We are, as parents, we are all guilty of the same. So am I. We listen without really understanding. We listen by reacting, by preaching, by nagging, by lecturing. I am guilty too, but the goal really is to listen to understand. Listen with your eyes, listen with your ears, and first listen to understand before you react. Put aside your thoughts when the other person is trying to share their feelings and their needs. This is what empathy means, that you put yourself in the shoes of the other, not as yourself, but as the other. Excuse me. Share positive feelings with the other so that you admire and appreciate things about their qualities, how important they are to you. Be aware of your tonality. Tone is everything. Make sure that your tone is warm and it's calm. Negotiate and remember that you don't have to be right all the time. Sometimes I'm that toxic person that I talk about. Make sure that you own your own feelings, you own your tonality, you own your behavior, and you can always agree to disagree. Non-verbal communication is so important. When we communicate, our body speaks louder than words. Our words are only our thoughts, but our body language basically expresses your feelings. And it is very important to be aware of your posture, your tone of voice, your facial expressions. Make sure when you are confronting someone regarding something that happened, your facial expressions are positive. Make sure that you show non-verbal encouragement by nodding when the other person is speaking. If your feelings don't fit your words, it is often the non-verbal communication that gets heard and believed. For example, saying I love you to your partner in a flat, boring tone of voice where you don't really mean it, you're just saying it for the heck of it, gives different messages. Notice whether your body language really reflects what you are feeling. Because like I said, your words basically depict your thoughts, but your body language shows how you are feeling. So listening and communicating are so important. A good listener encourages the other person to talk openly and honestly. And some tips I can give you: keep comfortable eye contact. It has to be culturally appropriate, but make sure that you lean towards the other person to show that yes, you are interested in what they are saying. Have an open body language. Make sure your shoulders are back, your body language, your body is open. You show your posture is comfortable so that you express to the other person that you are really listening. You face the other person. Don't sit or side by side. Just make sure that you're sitting in front of each other. Make sure that you stand at the same level to avoid looking down or looking up at the other. Avoid being distracted. Let the other person speak without distraction. And again, use your assertion tools. I feel ... whatever you feel, what I need, you need to express to the other person. I need us to spend more time. I need your attention. I need your support. I need your help. This is something that we all need to practice. Make sure that you also ask for feedback on your listening from the other person, because without getting feedback, our mind will start to manufacture things on our own, and we all don't seek feedback. This is key for improving your communication in your relationship. And you can improve by, again, seeking feedback. Building companionship really means sharing interests, concerns for each other, and showing affection and appreciation. Sharing intimacy, it means being able to be comfortable even when you are confronted, to be open, to be honest. Find one or two key issues that you agree on, so that there are things that you focus on which you can do together. And like I said, agree to disagree. Make sure that you have a goal, that you are a working relationship, you have a goal to build better skills. One way is also by asking, what things cause conflict between me and others that I need to learn? Is this because I'm not being a good listener? What things bring me happiness and feelings of connection? What things cause others disappointment and pain? What things I'm not talking about openly and honestly that are impacting my relationship? How can I learn the tools and techniques to be a better communicator? When you ask yourself these questions, you're able to overcome being vulnerable in our relationship, which I always say is okay. It's okay to be vulnerable in our relationships when you have that conversation, that you open yourself to judgment or sometimes criticism. But it is important for managing our conflicts within our relationships, because see, the conflict is never the problem. It is conflict resolution. It is a reconciliation time that matters the most. So for managing my conflict With healthy communication, you can avoid using silent treatments that we all use. We withdraw connection and communication when we are feeling hurt or sad or angry. Let's not jump into conclusions and assume that the other person knows what I want and need. Discuss what actually happened by using I want, I need, I feel statement. Learn to understand each other. Don't make it a match. It's not about who's right and who's wrong. It's about what is right for the relationship. Concentrate on the major issue that needs to be confronted. Talk about your hurt in a manner that is well understood. And once you practice these skills, you will see that you will have deep, meaningful, healthy, and happy relationships. I believe in you. I believe we can do this together. The only way to build a better world is to learn these skills so that we can have flourishing, happy, deep, meaningful relationships. Because like I said, hashtag together we are stronger. Thank you for all the love and all the support. I will continue to share more with you on the relationship skills series. Keep smiling, keep shining, and keep inspiring.